Hey guys, I'm Madi Gordon with Austin Underground at Warped Tour 2016, and I'm here with Tonight Alive. Hey guys.
Thanks for having us. We're great. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
Hanging in there?
Yup. I'm hanging in here, sweaty but happy.
Kind of feels good to be disgusting.
Sweaty but happy. That's very nice.
Yeah, it's
That's
really
what it is.
It's very Warped Tour.
You have to get to a point where you just accept that you feel disgusting, and then
Yeah.
you enjoy it.
You embrace.
Sticky and gross.
That's good. Yeah. So, is this you guys' first Warped Tour?
It is our third Warped Tour.
Oh, playing and attending?
Beg your pardon?
Playing and
No,
attending?
it's just playing. We've never attended Warped Tour
Really?
because we're from Australia. So I've only ever had one Warped Tour experience in Australia, and we were playing it in 2013. So it's totally different world to anything we've ever seen before, and it's kind of bizarre to see it from the other side, but it's all we know at this point. Yeah.
Right. Where are you guys excited to play? Do you have any favorite crowds?
Yeah, I mean the coast are always amazing for us. I'm very much looking forward to the New York show. That's always great, and all the California shows just for the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, every day is a different day. Like,
day
I'm not
except
trying to expect anything every day. I'm just
You're living
take
in
it
the moment,
take it as
man.
comes. Live in the moment,
That's
ride the
a
wave.
good
Ride the
mantra.
wave, man.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't meant to sound like that.
So who are you guys excited to see play that you're like touring with?
Good Charlotte are out for 2 weeks, and I can't wait to see them because I never saw them before. And I kind of had this group of bands that were on my mix CDs and my iPod when I was in high school, and they're one of the bands I never got to see live. So I'm really excited about that. And Sum 41, I recently saw for like the first time in Japan, and they were unbelievable. Like I was really floored by their performance, so I'm really excited to be able to see them as well.
Flawed F-L-O-O.
F-L-A-W-E-D.
Floored.
Right?
No, that's the floor. Like,
Floored, like
Oh,
surprise.
floored, with the floor like the ground.
Or,
I
yeah.
just wanted to clean it up for you guys.
Yeah. No, it was.
I should have chose a different word.
Yeah, that was a weird word. But
It was not one of my regular vocabulary.
No,
Lost
you try
in
something
translation.
different. You know, you can't hate you for that.
Yeah,
That's totally fine.
Thank you.
I understood.
thank you.
So you guys just released Limitless this year, right?
Well, yes, 3 months ago about
Yeah.
March.
How's it been received?
Yeah, a lot of different ways. It's been great. Like it feels the most genuine that I've ever felt as an artist and a performer. When we put the album out and we were playing in England, which was one of our first stops, I remember going on stage and thinking this is the happiest I've ever been. I just felt really connected to our music and what we're doing now, and I feel like this is the first time we've had a vision. So I think there are a lot of fans that feel that way about it as well, and that it's affected them really positively, and like kind of brought a little bit of consciousness to our sound and to our connection and relationship with our fans. So it's been a big step up and step in, in all those senses. But I think at the same time, it's a sound and an album that has challenged a lot of people's ideas of who they thought we were as a band. And I guess like that was a 2-year process for us to come to terms with. So we didn't want to like put the pressure on everybody to understand the change that we made and the growth that kind of happened behind the scenes before we put out Limitless. So I think that the album's got a lot of life in it. It's only been out for a few months, so I think the true like perception of the record is yet to be kind of developed. Yeah.
Are you playing some of those songs on Warped?
We
a lot of those
are.
songs.
We're playing a lot of them actually. We decided that we've been to America about 11, 12 times on tour. And we've always been really conscious of catering to our fans and what they want to hear from us. And it's kind of always that thing about like, you want to make the fans that have been there from the beginning happy. But yeah, I guess it's got to a point where we were like, you know what, we got to showcase where we're at now as a band, because we've been a band for 8 years and we have a lot of material to play. So I think the best thing we can do on Warped Tour is showcase the new songs and the new, not the new message, but just kind of the strengthened message within our music. And yeah, that's where we're at. That was a long answer.
That's good. And what does like the title, what does Limitless mean to both of you?
I don't know. I mean, for me, I mean, that's a hard question because I want everyone to interpret it for whatever they need, you know. And we've always been that band that we just want to cater for where that person is at that point in time, and they can take away what they need. But Limitless for me was kind of finally letting go of the box that we had placed ourselves in, and allowing ourselves to be creative and not be scared of what was coming out of us, and to fully accept ourselves and who we are, and to fully understand our intuition and finally listen to it. So that's what this album is for me, is really kind of saying, we are good enough. What we create doesn't need to be cut off the sides and just put into this genre. We can be anything that we want, and who's putting the boundaries on? Only we are. So in that sense, this feels limitless to me.
Yeah.
He had it all just then.
What were some major inspirations for you guys writing the album?
Looking back at it now, it was more not musical for me. It was more about the people that we met along the way in this 2-year journey of writing, and kind of people that had been there and seen us from the outside, and then kind of offered their opinion. And we're people that always love to hear what people have to say, and even if we don't take it on or anything, I think everyone has something to teach. And these people were kind of saying these things that were in the back of our mind, and it kind of made it all come forward and made us face it. And that was a huge, as I said in my last answer, that was a huge stepping stone for us, and that was a huge influence for me, was to finally believe in ourselves, kind of thing. And because we're the people that have to go up and play it, we're the people that have to talk about it, we have to fully believe in what we're doing. So that was the influence.
Yeah, totally. And I really appreciate music that kind of pioneered a new sound, or artists that were really admired for their individuality and the fact that they can't be compared to anybody. Some of my favorite records are Jagged Little Pill and Rage Against the Machine self-titled. There's a lot of other stuff out there that you can hear and appreciate because they were not catering to anybody else's needs when they wrote it except for their own. I guess Rage Against the Machine lyrically, of course, is more of a global message. So of course that is talking about a bigger picture than just your own needs. But musically, like those artists paved the way for so many other artists, and I appreciate music that takes risks, and you can tell that they were writing it and thinking, I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks because it feels good to me. And that was kind of a concept that inspired me in my songwriting with Limitless.
What do you guys have any rituals or traditions before shows or before recording or anything?
We hug each other.
That's a good one.
Well, it's before a show, everyone is this nervous kind of energy that happens, and it's nice to kind of center ourselves and kind of realize we're going to play a show, it's going to be awesome. And by hugging each other, it's kind of like, we're in this together.
It's like we're going on united because you're so distracted by a million other things when you're about to go on stage. You're warming up, you're stretching, you're trying to make sure your in-ear pack is working and all the gear's being set up, and there's a lot of things that go on. So we just take a moment, we all hug each other individually, and we say, have a good show. And that's how we kind of tackle going on stage and doing our own thing for a minute, but creating something together at the same time. It's kind of like juxtaposition in that way.
Really good balance.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. What's next for you guys? Are you guys looking at doing fall tour or any music videos maybe?
So we did a kind of worldwide tour at the start of this year, and we're kind of looking at, we called it leg 1, and we're kind of looking at doing leg 2 pretty much after this summer. So we haven't quite announced anything yet, but it's pretty much going to go, we're trying to get to places that we've never been before. And I mean, the whole reason that we did this album the way that we did, we just wanted to reach the people that we haven't reached yet. And we know that our fans are going to come with us wherever we go, and but I think it's time for us to kind of reach out and broaden our horizons. So hopefully, we just try and get to places that we've never been, and places that we're excited about.
And just enjoy every day of it and not take it for granted.
Yeah. So, last question. What's your number one tip for enjoying Work Tour?
think you shouldn't wallow in the negatives. Instead, you should be excited about the positives.
Enjoying Warped Tour?
Yeah, I think the heat is so hot. Everything's so hot. But I mean, if you just don't even notice it, if you just say, today's really, really hot, just drink water, but have a great time, because you're seeing some awesome bands and there's so much going on, and there's such a great culture with Warped, and it feels good to be here, and everyone's kind of wearing what they want and dressing like how they want. It's just a great place of expression. So I think that should be celebrated, and the heat not thought of.
Yeah, in the morning when I wake up, I drink 1 liter of water before breakfast, and that's just so I know that I've got kind of like a backup, because you need to be hydrated through the day, not just from that health perspective, but so that you don't get a headache, so you don't get sore muscles, so that you can just enjoy yourself and not be held back by anything. Basically, sit down when you need to sit down, get shade when you need to get shade, miss a band if it means the rest of your day is going to be okay. Look after yourself, basically, is I think the number one tip.
That's a really good one, because most people don't think about taking time out.
Totally. You have no idea how taxing it is on your body until you do it every day and you're like, oh yeah, I'm making mistakes every single day. But if you're coming to Warped Tour for one day, you should really make yourself a priority and feeling good a priority.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for talking to me. This is
Pleasure.
awesome.
Thank you, Maddie.
And thank you for watching.